Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Evalam Jnanamurtim Sandvaditam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamajalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Shalom everyone. We welcome you all to yet another beautiful and extraordinary Bhava Samadhi Darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Today, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is going to be gracing all of us in the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of the Gangadhara Murthy. The Gangadhara Murthy is the Leela, the form of Paramashiva, as he bestows and allows Ganga to flow from Mahakailasa to this planet Earth. In today's program, leading to the Bhava Samaya Darshan, we're going to be learning more about the Gangadhara Murthy form of Paramashiva. We're going to be learning more about the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan. And we're also going to be learning about how the different internalization exercises, understanding the concepts, the powerful cognitions, which are represented by Ganga Mata, and how these powerful cognitions, how we can use them to apply them in our own life as well, to solve the various life problems and difficulties which we're facing in the life. But before we get into all of this, let us first very briefly take a short introduction and learn about the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, was born on January 3, 1978, in the holy town of Tiruvannamalai. In the year 1981, on the 17th of July, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism went through the ritualistic ceremonies and was given the initiation into Bala Sannyas at the tender age of 3 by his predecessors, his masters, and the enlightened beings and gurus there at that time in Tiruvannamalai. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was identified as the incarnation by enlightened beings and masters such as Yogi Raj Yogananda Puri, Vidwan Panduranganar, and the 230th Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tonde Mandaladinam of the Kanchi Math. Here we can see the coronation happening to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at the age of 16 to revive Kailasa. This photograph of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was taken and organized by his guru, Mataji Vibhudanandapuri, also lovingly called as Mataji Kuppammal. You can see that there is a conch, a kamandalu to the left of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as well as a wooden staff to his right, all of which were given by her as traditional items that are handed over from guru to disciple, along with the official induction as the successor of the lineage. Here we can see the early days in the mission of the Nithyananda Sangha and of Kailasa. To the leftmost, we have a black and white photo of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism at a very young age, building the first temple monastery complex for his guru, Mataji Vibhudanandapuri in Tiruvannamalai. The whole complex was built brick by brick entirely by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. His gurus guided, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism followed under their guidance. In the year 2001, on 14th of April, in Tiruchengodu, South India, the first Kailasa was built by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. As you can see here on the photo at the bottom left-hand most corner, in the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's own handwriting is the annotation of the historical event which happened on this day. On November 4th, 2002, at the age of 24, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism established the headquarters at the Kailasa Sarvingya. By the year 2004, at the age of 28, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had conducted mass living enlightenment initiation conventions all across the globe, taking people through powerful cleansing processes of the seven energy bodies. At by the age of 27, in the year 2005, on April 15, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was welcomed with the proclamation message by the mayor of St. Louis, Francis G. Slade. Here we can see more photos and glimpses of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the mass living enlightenment initiation conventions in various parts of the world, various parts of North America, Canada, and in different other parts of the globe as well. Here we can see some photos, and we have one photo here from the year 2005, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave the discourse on stress to de-stress in the Oklahoma Medical Baptist Center in the United States. Moving on, in the year 2015, in Nasik Kumbh Mela, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated thousands into mass living enlightenment initiation. The same initiation, on a much grander scale, happened the following year in Ujjain, where even more people, of thousands and thousands of people, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated into the mass living enlightenment. Here now we can see the various coronations of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The first happening when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was very young, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvingya. In the year 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamshi Surangi Samrajya. In the following years, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapramadina. In the year 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Kaila Sonata Shamla Pita Sarvingya.